Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indiana Golf Magazine. I'm Brian Hammonds. We begin this episode looking back on a big week for one of the most important youth programs in golf. June 19th through the 25th was First Tee Week nationwide, and Indiana certainly did its part. That's our top story, brought to you by the Chariot Automotive Group. First Tee Week got off to a great start with the annual Pros for Kids, where 34 PGA professionals gathered at Anderson Country Club to play a 72-hole, two-man scramble to raise money for charity, with a portion of the monies raised going to First Tee Indiana, a program many of the pros are involved with.
We think of golf as just going hitting a white golf ball around the golf course, but it's so much more than that. We teach them core values. We teach them whether they decide to pursue golf for the rest of their life or whether they just do it for a couple summers, they're going to become better people because of it.
The theme for First Tee Week was Dear Coach, a chance to recognize and celebrate the positive impact First Tee coaches have on their participants.
Dear Coach Allie, thank you for the impact you have had on me by not only making me a better golfer, but a better person.
Dear Coach Roger, thank you for all that you did for me in the First Tee chapter. I want to thank you for not only teaching me the game of golf, but life skills like resilience and overcoming challenges that I will take into my future career.
There are over 80 golf courses around Indiana hosting First Tee classes this summer for youth and teens age 4 through 18, as this important program continues to grow.
It's not a golf program, it's a youth development program. And I think when you talk to the kids, when you see the kids coming out of that program or the kids that are involved in the program, you see the impact it has on their lives way beyond golf. I mean, they continue to say how it's literally changed their lives. So I think First Tee is a fantastic program, and just happy that we're reaching the number of kids in Indiana that we are.
And you can help continue that growth with your donation or by volunteering your time and becoming a mentor. You can get more information by going to firstteeindiana.org. One of the more storied events on the tournament calendar was held in May. The Indianapolis Open played at the Fort Golf Course, and a little history was made, as we see in our French Lick Resort tournament coverage. The final round of the Indianapolis Open began with the reigning Indiana Mid-Am champion Cameron Luschka leading by 2 over the defending champion, amateur Matt Vogt. But it was Vogt who made the early move, birdieing the first 2 holes to draw even at 7 under par, but made back-to-back bogeys at 3 and 4. Oliver Mast made a big run up the leaderboard, going 8 under par through 11 holes to take the lead at 7 under. Vogt then took advantage of the back-to-back par 5s on the front, making birdie on the 6th, then eagle on the 7th to take the outright lead at 8 under. Nick Benz got into the mix, shooting 31 on the front, getting him to 8 under par. But Vogt made clutch birdies at 15 and 16 to get the win, becoming the first player to win the Indianapolis Open in back-to-back years. Vogt wins by 2 over Nick Benz. Southern Open champion Vince Drummond finishes 3rd. Peyton Snowberger reeled off 4 straight birdies on holes 7 through 10 to finish 4th. After birdieing 8 of his first 11, Oliver Mast bogeyed 3 of his last 7 to finish 4 under. First-round leader Cameron Luschka shot 76 to end up tied for 7th. The Indiana Adaptive Championship was also held in May at the Golf Club of Indiana. Mark Sisson was the overall men's winner, Rianne Jackson was the women's winner, and Todd Mannion won the senior division. Congratulations to all of the winners in the different categories. It's time now for our tip of the month, brought to you by the Golf Performance Academy. And this month we learn about the importance of bounce on our wedges.
Hello everybody, my name's Tony Day. I'm at the Golf Performance Academy at the Golf Club of Indiana, and thank you for watching this video. We're going to talk about bounce on wedges. That is the difference between the leading edge and the trailing edge I have marked in blue. Or we've got the little big man so we can see it better on our practice wedge, leading edge, trailing edge. Now, let's talk about the difference. I have 3 different wedges here, but they have different bounces. I have a 4-degree bounce, which is very little. I have a 10-degree and a 14. As you can see, I marked the trailing edge on all these. A 4-degree bounce is for someone that swings shallow. That is going to help them get a little bit more in the turf. A normal swinger, not steep, not shallow, is going to be anywhere from a 7 to a 10 degree. But then we also have a 14-degree bounce where the trailing edge is very high to the leading edge. That is for someone that wants to get down in the turf, but they don't want to take a big divot. It keeps them from over digging. Now, the very high degree of bounce, it's very forgiving. It will glide through grass because the trailing edge is keeping that blade from digging. It'll go through soft sand. If you go the opposite way to the 4-degree, that is something you want to hit off a hard pan because that leading edge is going to stay on the ground. Not very forgiving right here because it's going to want to dig in the ground. Be sure and get fit for your wedges, but don't select the same bounce all the way through your bag. You swing them at different speeds, and you also swing them for different jobs. So be sure to get checked for not only gap separation or loft, get fit for bounce. If you want to get fit for your wedges, contact us at the Golf Club of Indiana at golfindiana.com at the Golf Performance Academy. We'd be happy to help you get fit for your wedges of any brand of your desire. Thank you.
Here's a look at what's coming up in June. The PGA Senior Open gets things started on June 2nd and 3rd. The PGA Women's Open is the 25th and 26th at the Delaware Country Club in Muncie. And the 125th Indiana Amateur Championship will be played at the Ackerman Allen course at Purdue, June 28th through the 30th. And you are now up to speed with golf in Indiana. I'm Brian Hammonds. Thanks for watching, and join us again next month for Indiana Golf Magazine.